Please wake up. This is Snowman in the Morning.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, man, that absolute gem. Chris Space will join us as he does every Friday. Now then, let's move on. Nuggets coach Michael Malone has some things to say about the lack of defense in the All-Star game. He said, quote, "No, do it right. Do it right." Michael Malone said, quote, "It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be part of a great weekend, great players, but that is the worst basketball game ever played." Close quote. I love you, Michael Malone. I will read that again. Quote, "It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be part of a great weekend, great players, but that is the worst basketball game ever played." Close quote. And I didn't watch one iota of a second of that game, and I'm glad I didn't. I've been saying that about the lack of defense in the All-Star game for ages. Okay, I don't mind 154 to 145 like the score was in 1987, or 154 to 149 like it was in 87, or 154 to 145 like it was in 1984 in Denver. Here's the trick. Both of those games required overtime. Let me say that again. Both of those games required overtime. Oh, Lordy. And both of those games actually had stars playing the game. Let me take it back to 1982, scene of the crime. Meadowlands Arena in New Jersey. You know the best part about that particular game, which I did watch in full, it was an actual basketball game, which means you got your ass back on defense, which means you actually hustled, which means you actually played the game correctly. Something LeBron James has never done in 21 years. Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. So I had a conversation with I'm going too fast. There is no defense, there is no All-Star game. Period. They don't want to play defense. They've already shown their cards how they play during the regular season, for God's sakes. Let me say that again. They've already shown their cards about how they want to play defense during the regular season. And if they want to play defense, they would. If they wanted to play defense, they would. Trouble is, they don't know how for the most part. Let me change my sentence. They don't care. They don't freaking care. The All-Star game has sucked since 1998. Hell, the last All-Star game I watched in full was 2003, and that's because it was Michael Jordan's final All-Star game. The greatest of all time, or one thereof. Not LeBron, not Ben Simmons. I'll get to Ben Simmons later. Listen, when you play basketball, you have to play defense. Period. Let me say that again. When you play basketball, you have to play defense. Defense is a big part of the game. Defense is a huge part of the game. Defense separates you from your opponent. You get that, bronzexuals? I'm sorry. You get that, bronzexual? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. The defense in the NBA sucks. And it's outlined, headlined, and all there in the All-Star game. You get me? The defense has sucked ass. Let me say that again. The defense has sucked ass in the All-Star game. Oh, I'm playing with my friend. Let me lob a dunk to him. Playing with my other friend. Let me lob a dunk to him. And then there's Team Giannis versus, God, I need this button, versus Team LeBron. And Team Giannis won. Why? Yes, LeBron, it is you. It's always been you. It always will be you for 20 years. So I had a conversation. Wait, I'm going too fast again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push that button. Here's Vicola. Oh, I'm sorry. I pushed the wrong button again. I'm sorry. Defense in the NBA to a lot of players is overrated. And that's sad. Let me say that again. Defense to a lot of players in the NBA is overrated. And that's sad. It's to a point where I don't care who the defensive player of the year is. I go back and look at the tapes, and I don't see any reason for them to be voted the defensive player of the year, period. And now that man they call Cole Sports joins me. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm busy ripping a hole in the All-Star game and the lack of defense overall in the NBA. I'm having fun.
Oh, good. I can kick back
Because
and relax.
there's no defense being played in the NBA. None.
Well,
None. I mean, they play a zone for God's sakes. What does that tell you? Lazy.
but that was considered by someone that I talked to when I was having a conversation with a brown sexual. That was the reason why they said that defenses are tougher now and softer back in the 90s.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh, stop lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me. Yeah.
Back in my 20s, I would say a phrase called "nigger, please," but of course, I'd say it in a different way.
Yeah. I can say it 3 different ways. Thank you, William Otis Snow Jr.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were nice. 1 of them was not.
I think someone could join in on the fun, or at least join in on the fun again.
Not yet.
Oh, you rolling? Okay,
I'm not.
want to continue to roll?
We can bring it. We can bring him in, but this is mine.
Okay.
Listen, the defense in the NBA has sucked ass for a long time. Why? Because the players in the NBA today, simply put, don't want to play defense. Period. It's gotten so to the point. Give me this camera. It's gotten to the point where the defensive player of the year does not matter because you can go back and look at the tape and see no kind of good defense being played.
Do you see any kind of defense being played?
No, sir. No, I don't. I don't. And Mike Malone ripping the All-Star game is justified. It's absolutely justified. And after some of the people I've talked to about the All-Star game, yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. For the
Drew?
failure of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Drew? Now, this was not on the docket.
No. The subject was
the subject was, yes.
about what Mike Malone said.
Oh,
where I'm
yes.
pointing the blame and where I have pointed the blame since 2003, that's never on the docket until Wednesday. It is this morning.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
All right, I'm up. So is Cole Johnson and the rest of the crew. This is Snowman in the Morning, weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern on your favorite video and audio networks.
I can't